What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today, and before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And as you can see from the gameplay, title, and screen, today I'm bringing y'all a very special build in which I'm naming the Endgame Team USA Kevin Durant 3-level threat. Now with this one today, when it comes to this build, as far as for the attributes, we will be able to get a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving layup, post control, mid-range shot, and stamina. Now we're also going to unlock a total of 61 badges. When it comes towards these animations on this build, we're going to unlock all of the layup packages, some pro contact dunks, upgraded dunk packages, extra passing styles with some pro dribble animations. Now this build is fully equipped when it comes to getting those contact dunks on the interior. As you can see from the gameplay, you're going to be able to do a little bit of everything. The shooting is definitely there. Now if you compare this Kevin Durant build to my previous one a few weeks ago, the main difference will be that I did choose to decide to upgrade that mid-range shot. Overall, this build is going to be able to play the exact same way, possibly even better. And I really just want to say thank you so much for your support. If it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. So now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. As far as for that position, let's go with the power forward. Getting into that height, let's go with 6'11", 210 once it comes to our weight. And then for that wingspan, let's max this out to 7'5", and that's what we're going to be able to do moving forward. So the first area that I do want to dive into will be our physicals. Remember, if you're doing your Gatorade facility workouts, we do get a +4 put towards this area. When it comes towards this speed, let's go with a 76. As for the acceleration, I'm going to go with a 70. 74 once we get into the strength. And then as you can see with that vertical, I'm going to go to the same exact thing. Now once we get into the stamina, I'm going to move this all the way up to a 98, and this is what we will be looking like once you get this build maxed out. We do acquire a 102 stamina, 78 vertical with a 78 strength, 74 acceleration, and an 80 speed. Now this build is not only strong on the physical standpoint, this build overall is very balanced. So from here, let's dive into the defense. As for that interior, I'm going to put this up to a 74. As we get into the perimeter, let's go with a 75. And then moving into the actual steal, let's go all the way up to a 60. Now getting into that block today, let's go with a 78. And then for that rebounding, let's go ahead and put our defensive all the way up to a 78 here. Now as you can see, when it comes towards the offensive, I'm actually going to leave this at a 43. Then when it comes towards these badges, we get Silver Box Out Beast, Bronze Pogo Stick, Rebound Chaser. Moving up the line, you also get Bronze Interceptor, Anchor, also Pogo Stick, and Silver Chase Down Artist. Once we look at that perimeter end, you get Silver Workhorse, Off Ball Pass, and also ankle braces on the Bronze tier with Challenger. Now for the actual interior, Anchor here, Post Lockdown, Workhorse, all of these badges are going to play a huge role moving forward. So from here, let's dive a little bit more into the offensive side. Once we get into the playmaking, let's go with a pass accuracy of a 77. Moving into the ball handle, I'm going to go with a 70. And then as you can see, when it comes towards the speed with ball, make sure you go all the way up to a 66. Now as you can see, when it comes towards this build, you get Hall of Fame Big Driver, Silver Triple Strike, and Bronze Blow-By. As for the other badges, Bronze Unpluckable, Handles for Days, and then for that pass accuracy, this is going to be the most important area for the playmaking. Relay Passer, Special Delivery, Bronze Touch Passer, and Needle Threader. Now so far so good when it comes towards the offensive side. You do unlock some of those upgraded normal and pro dribble animations. Same thing when it comes towards those extra passing styles. So I think we're not going to have any worry towards this area. So let's dive into the shooting. Once you take a look at that mid-range shot, this is going to be the main difference like I mentioned earlier. Let's go with an 86. Now as you can see, when it comes towards that three-pointer, put this all the way up to an 80. And for our free throw, let's go with a 77. Now from here, we do unlock bronze free points. As for these shooting badges, Silver Blinders, Corner Specialist with Deadeye, then we get Claymore, Green Machine, down the line, Space Crater with Spot Finder and Whistle. This absolutely is one of my favorite badges when it comes towards getting contact. Now, as far as for the rest of the badges here, you also get Hall of Fame Comeback Kid, Gold Open Looks with Guard Up. And the most important, in my opinion, of course, it's gotta be Agent 3 in LeBron's tier. Now, if you move up into that mid-range shot, we're actually gonna be able to unlock one main different badge. Gold Mini Magician. Now, to be a Kevin Durant build, I would say you want this normally in Hall of Fame. Gold's going to be just fine. But if you want to make the adjustment to go ahead and try to hit a 92 mid-range shot, that's completely optional, but you do have to change your wingspan. So today, I'm going to move forward like this. Now, everything from an 87 overall to a 99 will be left over for the finishing. Once we get into that post control, make sure you go ahead and put this all the way up to a 92. Moving more down the line, when it comes towards that driving dunk, I'm going to go with an 84. As for the driving layup, let's go with a 91. And then for the rest of the build, this is what we're going to be looking like once you get it maxed out to 99 overall. Now remember, look, with this high of a rating for the layup, we do unlock all of the layup packages. As for the driving dunk with Takeover, you're going to be able to get those contact dunks. Now for these badges to wrap everything up, we get Gold Unpluckable with Drop Stepper. On the bottom, we get Silver Post Playmaker, Hook Specialist, Bronze Back Down Punisher, also Post Fade Phenom on the Hall of Fame tier, Post Spin Technician, and Dream Shake. Now you get Bronze Fast Twitch here, Silver Precision Dunker with Gold Aerial Wizard. Now for the actual driving dunk, Bronze Posterizer, also Gold Slithery with Bunny. Now on top of that, you get Hall of Fame Spin Cycle and 2-Step. For that driving layup, we're loaded on this side of the ball. Gold Fearless Finisher, Aerial Wizard, Slithery, Bunny, a lot of Hall of Fame badges here, Spin Cycle with Scooper, Giant Slayer, Float Game, 2-Step, Pro Touch, and Acrobat. Now, to finish everything with that close shot, we already went over Fast Switch, but I do like Masher. On top of this, we also get Silver Hook Specialist. Spot Finder, I think, is another great badge. Overall, this build has everything needed to be effective on both sides of the floor. Now, something we all need to take into account. If you do activate your Takeover, that's going to be a plus 10 put towards all of these areas, 5 different ones. Now on top of that, remember, you have your Gatorade facility workouts. We can also buy our own boosts. Then from there, if you play well throughout each game, 2K does grant you reward boosts from playing well. And on top of everything else, remember, we have one final boost to look into, and that's going to be from wearing gear. So adding everything up is easily at least a plus 10 all the way up to a 20. Just something that I do think about with moving forward on these builds, because in Takeover, you know just how well these builds change from how they play. So when it comes towards these badges, remember you also get a total of 12 Hall of Fame, 10 Gold, 19 Silver, and 20 Bronze. Just about stacked on all 5 areas. So now, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons, and together we have created the endgame Team USA Kevin Durant 3-level threat build on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. Watching game 1 against Serbia, I'm telling you, Kevin Durant was draining shots from everywhere. I had to go ahead and show him some love today. Thank you so much for your support. God bless every single one of you. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.